Hi everyone, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for bearing with me while I was a little bit late today. Had some things to do, but I still wanted to turn up and make some cards with you, or at least one card. Let's see how we go today. So please, as you're coming on, say hi. I am live on Facebook and I will share this as a replay on my YouTube channel. Hello, Miss Margine. So wherever you are seeing me, whether it's live on the replay, thank you so much for being here. I looked at my videos and it's been a while since I made a Christmas card. I feel like I've been making them, but I had a look and it's been a couple of weeks since I made a Christmas card, so I thought let's make one together. And I thought I would grab out the Reindeer Days designer series paper because I love it. It's so much fun and so cute, and I love reindeers, so I thought we will play with this together in just a little bit. But before I get there, Stampin' Up have a sale starting tomorrow. It's called seasonal sale. So let's call it our Black Friday sale, but we normally do have a sale around this time of year. So it's all based around our annual catalogue and products in there. So we are having 20% off bundles. Hey Susan, how are you? 20% off bundles, which is an additional 10% to what we normally discount our bundles, whether it would be die or stamp and Stampin' Punch, or we even have a bundle that has stamp, die and masks. So 20% off those in total. We've got 10% off all cardstock, 10% off our inks, and that is our Stampin' Up only inks, not other company inks. And we have 20% off our designer series paper. So not the one I'm using today, because this is in the September to December catalogue, but the ones in the annual catalogue. So great time to stock up, wrap it up, put it under the Christmas tree and have it there ready, and you know you'll have a gift that you love, or if you have a friend or a family member who you know will love a little bit of Stampin' Up in their life, you can gift them something and know that you've got a great bargain on it, because I've been grabbing some bargains. I bought something for my birthday last night. I bought something for my son for Christmas. I was trying to keep it a surprise and it didn't work, but we had fun choosing what we're going to get. It's actually coming from America, so we've left ourselves plenty of time. Yeah, so I'm getting in there buying a few gifts, but some people I've got to wait for. Hey Corinne, how are you? So as we flip around, I'm going to try very hard not to lose sound. Oh, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. I also appreciate the thumbs up, follows, and subscribers, because it helps me and it helps you know when I'm going live or I upload content. Tell me if you've got Reindeer Days paper. You don't have to have the stamp set or dies. I do happen to have those as well. But I'm going to try as much as I can just to use the paper today. Okay, so let's flip around. I will try very hard not to press extra buttons and ruin our sound. So let's see how we go. Okay. You guys sit there. I'm going to talk you through it so I know I'm doing everything right. Moving my stand. Okay, this is the moment of the truth. Oh, that's wonderful to hear that you are good, Corinne. I'm going to get up my replay video because I'm not going to be able to see your comments in just a second. I'm pretty sure I've already muted myself. Oh, Margine, you have the whole suite. Fantastic. And the good news in Australia is the suite is available again, because we had the peppermints unavailable. But they are now back in stock. I just have to do a bit of a flippy flip here. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, we had the peppermints were very, very popular, and they sold out, which made the whole suite unavailable. But it's great that it is now all back in stock. Wow, I did it all. Can you still hear me? I will grab the light and hopefully we're all going well. Okay. Hello, Miss Bev. Thank you for telling me you can hear me. That's wonderful. Okay, so I have made a few cards using the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper, and you can find them all over on my YouTube channel. Oh no, the peppermints are still out. Hopefully, if we've got them, you guys aren't too far away from having them back yourself. So if no one knows what I'm talking about, they're just called red and white peppermints, and they're super cute. So I want to use a couple of them today, but you will have them soon, Corinne, because we've got them, and we got them back last week. So I'm very excited because you can see I've actually used a whole row and a bit, but now I can use them without abandon for a little bit. Okay, so let's have a quick flick through this paper just in case you haven't seen it. So I do have some cut up pieces, and not all of it is centered around reindeers. We have this amazing holly, which I do love. We have the presents, more presents. We have the holly again. We have these really, really, really cute vintage reindeers. I'm going to try and challenge myself to use this today. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? And we have the strings alight. We have our reindeer who are lazing with all the Christmas trees. We have the great gingham-ish pattern there, and we have lots of reindeers skating. There are quite a few funny ones in there. We have the bells, and I think, yep, that's about it of my full sheets, but I do have quite a few scraps here, so I thought I might challenge myself to use some of these scraps and see how I go. Because they're here, they need to be used, so let's use them. I'm just going to grab all of my non-full sheets out and see how we go. Yes, I think in your market they may. I am still surprised they are available in our market, honestly, Corinne. I am going to actually log off and log back in to double check they are still available, because I did send out an email saying that they were back in stock. I'm just here playing. No, just here playing and seeing what might go and what might not. I have a feeling I need to use this paper all by itself because it's so pretty, and I've got a very you guys that are here all the time have heard me say it. This reminds me of my grandmother's at Christmas. So yes, okay, we are in ordering inventory status report. Coming up. I can tell you anything else that's unavailable. Just our saddle brown. Our saddle brown stays on ink, our festive, a little bit festive mix and match paper, the sage two-tone cardstock, which actually isn't Stampin' Up cardstock. That is the close to my heart. And nothing else really noteworthy because it's all low inventory stuff rather than out of stock, which is wonderful to hear. I like that. Hey Felicity, how are you? Oh, that's good. You will have a great day. Hey Leslie. Yay! The lights are your challenge. I don't have those in my scrappy bits, but oh, hang on, I might have them in here. But yes, I can understand why the lights are a challenge. Now, I do have probably the perfectly sized piece here to use. So I think that's a good sized piece. The lights are on the other side. That's fair enough. We all have our challenge piece. I have used the lights in a card in my reindeer class. So I used some strips of paper, and I think these are best used as strips. So as I've said in a few videos, just look at it as a smaller piece rather than a larger piece. This one, I have zero issues using it as a larger piece. So we're going to start there. I don't think I'm pairing it with any other designer series paper. I want to make this sing as such. And I am going to grab one thing, even though I know it's on there. I'm just going to grab, if I can, this is Reindeer Fun. No, yes. Where is it? Reindeer Days. Okay, so we are looking at Real Red. I was just checking what red we've got. So we've got Real Red and Garden Green in this, and what I would say is some crumb cake. Now, I am a lover of crumb cake, and I don't use it enough. So I think I would like to use a piece of crumb cake as the card base and give it that old time kind of look. So I've got that. I may need to trim this down a little bit because I would like to put maybe an early espresso, because if we have a look here, all the antlers and the nose and the eyes and the hooves are early espresso. So I would like to pick up on that colour and keep it nice and neutral with the matte, and then probably a Real Red sentiment. So putting some layers in it, but keeping it simple, because we have pretty much hit for me anyway, I've hit the crescendo, oh my god, as I hit myself in the head with the cardstock. That's a new thing. I haven't tried doing that before. I'm just seeing if these are full card fronts, which they kind of appear to be. Now this one isn't scored, so I can use that. Wonderful. And I'm just going to grab down my pack of, no, not cherry cobbler. I want Real Red, which is right next door to it. Okay, I don't know if I will use the Real Red cardstock, but we're just going to give things a try and see how they look, basically. So that actually looks a bit drab. Maybe I do need the Real Red. And we do have Miss Louisa joining us on the floor. She trotted in just before I went live and wanted to join us. Now that lifts that piece so much nicer. I may do my sentiment in early espresso instead. I'm not quite sure, but I know I do need to trim this down a little bit. So I shall start there. It's probably a little bit wide, so that's So that's 1, 2, 3 centimeters. So that's 1, 2, 3 centimeters. I'm just going to do it, and then this should sit really nicely here. Ah, yes, that is lovely. So I want to go, I think 8. So just a generous mat, not a little one. So I want to go 8 here, and then this was here, so I want to go 12.45. There we go. That piece I will not use, so that can go in recycling. Great. So I do have some edges because I must have cut this piece of paper for this side. So I have a few edges that have come up, and I want to show you how to make these look a little bit better without actually cutting. So I've just taken my bone folder, and I'm just going to, and this side as well, just going to press down, not super hard, but I'm going slowly with a lighter pressure, and hopefully you can see that those sides are now no longer like flipping up, they're just flat. Try and get a bit closer for you. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. So this is going to sit beautifully on here. So just grab some liquid glue. Now, do you vote that I grab a sentiment from this set? Or do I grab a different sentiment? What do you reckon? Now, don't forget to say hi if you've popped in. If you're crafting while you're watching me, that's fine. I just love to know that you're here. And, oh, I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm going to have to lift this up and reposition. There is no way that was wiggling back into place, but I do have a sticky hand. Never helpful. Is it raining in your neck of the woods? Because apparently we've had rain most of the morning as I was driving Owen to his activity this morning. We'd had like 18 mils in 40 minutes. It was pretty much a whole lot of rain in not a lot of time this morning. From this set, Margine says, I'm just going to add more glue and we're going to start again. Because sometimes that is just the easiest way to start, because hot and dry, they're in Texas. Well, we are meant to be in summer, Corinne, but it is raining and it's actually not super humid, but it has been fairly humid here. Okay, now that is much better. Is it perfect? No. Could I take a slither off that side? Yeah, I could, and I actually think that would make it perfect. Could I have put this designer series paper on without a mat? Yes, but a mat just adds a little bit of class to where we're going and what we're doing, and that little slither has made the perfect amount of difference. Okay, while I've got my bone folder here, I will fold my card that I have already scored. So when I need a card base, I generally score the whole piece of paper, and then I get 2 cards out of it. I don't normally have more than one portrait and then one landscape where the fold is on the left hand side. I normally have one of each there. Oh, the rain is coming, Bev. Sorry to share it with you, but I normally do have a card front or two available in my pouches, and then the rest of it I just cut as needed, whether it be for another card base or whether it be for like a mat or something like that. Now, Louisa, what have you done with my stamp set? Because I currently cannot find it. What did you do with it, Missy? Sorry, we're just looking in all the usual places here. I've got the Greetings of the Season stamp set, but I know I've used it, but I need you to tell me when. Okay, it's here on my desk under a die set. There we go. Not too bad. I'll move my water bottle back. Oh, Bev, I'm more than happy to share this with you. So this is the matching stamp set, Reindeer Fun. So we have 3 sentiments. We have Christmas is better together, may your days be full of cheer, or just a plain Merry Christmas. Now I could use a circle punch if I use Christmas is better together or a circle die. So I do have some circle dies close at hand. Or I could just use a banner for these 2. So I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to start thinking about what I might like to use next. Do a bit of pre-planning. I've just grabbed my favourite holly paper here. They don't really go, but that's okay. I have other options. Yes, Friday. I think David said to me it might rain all weekend or something like that, and I just went, oh, really? They don't really go, but that's okay. I think I may have something else over here that I could possibly use with that, and I think I do have some pieces cut up that may just work. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm thinking it may be the jumping ones. So, which sentiment? You're all being extremely quiet. Just while I potter over here. I just realised which piece I'm missing out of the pack, and it's the Christmas trees. But that's okay. So, which piece am I? I am after that piece. Okay. Or I can use this with this. I think this with this works best. But I may need another piece because I've got lots of, or I cut it down because I've got lots of reindeer butts up here. But that's okay, I can work with that. Since no one has said anything, I'm going to use the Christmas is better together because there are lots of reindeers in there. So, and they're all together. So I think that sounds lovely. So I know this isn't actually stuck down yet, but I'm going to use that paper to pick up the stamp on the block. Grab some basic white paper. I don't think I have any scrap. Oh, I do have a big enough scrap. How's that? Perfect. Great. Real red ink is going to be, no, Poppy Parade. No real red ink. It must be in its home. And yes, it is. Could someone comment just so I know my comments are working, please? It doesn't have to be an answer, just a yep. Ow. Oh, I hurt my... I just pushed that ink pad right on that saw. I do not recommend. If you were my spare stamping piece of paper, where would you be living? Doesn't matter. I've got one here. Just let's do a test. Perfect. Oh my god, I've used these stamps enough that I know they pretty much stamp perfectly every time. Oh no problems. I shall not stop you sorting your clothes, Bev. I did that on Sunday, all of David's clothes from when he was in Adelaide. Oh, now someone asked, I can't remember who it was. Someone asked if they wondered if David would see, or not see, but experience the outdoors in Adelaide, because I didn't experience any outdoor time in Adelaide. And the answer to that question is yes, he did. He walked to many of his appointments and his tech expo and everything else. And he ended up having a very lovely time. But yes, he was able to... sorry, just grabbing some punches here. Yes, he did enjoy that time, seeing the sky. I think this punch is going to be too small. That would be very much correct. So, I need my 2-inch. Is this my 2-inch? Yes, sorry for making so much noise. Thank you, Rose. Hey, Brenton. Sorry, everyone's rushed in at the same time and given me their hellos. No, other way. There's too much cardstock this end. So Christmas is better together. There we go. Okay, so that kind of picks up on the whites of their bellies. So I know I've covered some of them up. We will live. Okay, I now have to go back and grab my 2 3/8 punch, because we've matted this piece. I think it's going to look so much better if we mat that, but I feel that is going to be possibly too much. Like it's almost too big. I need an in-between size. Okay, let's give this a go and a look. Oh, and that wasn't my best punching in the world, because I missed an edge. Yeah, it's probably a bit too big for what I want. So what I might do is I'm going to actually change tact and go with the garden green and grab that ink pad and roll the ink pad through. So I'm not adding any extra size. I do this quite a lot, but it does give the finishing edge to the die. So you can see I've done it in this bottom portion. I'll just put my hand behind it. Yeah, there you go. You can see that. Okay. And I got some on my finger brace. Awesome. Great. I always knew that was going to happen. So, I have to restamp that. I got a green thumb on it, and that is just not going to fly. Now, if anyone could tell me where this is, I found it. It was under the punch. Okay, take 2. We know what we're doing this time, so that's helpful. And stamp this not on a bazillion layers of the card. Perfect. And I want just the 2-inch circle punch. Now I find it much easier for me to lay the punch on a flat surface, and then I just do one brisk punch, and that gives me, that is actually better. That's given me a much smoother punch. The first punch I kind of did it in sections, and I had a few furry edges. Okay, I'm going to use my left hand this time, and hopefully I don't get anything anywhere where it's not meant to be. Perfect. Yep, that'll do. My scissors, and close this. Great. I love it when people are productive and watching my videos like Dev. Right. So dimensionals, and this, should I put this on dimensionals? I think I might. For something different, it elevates quite a simple design. And then I've already got my next bits chosen out, and we can see where they end up. Okay. Right, that isn't where I wanted that at all. Let me see. Yep, I can move that. Perfect. Well, great. One in the middle. I'll wait and see with this bit. We'll see how it looks. Now, I'm not sure that our, I don't even know where they are. They're hiding. I don't even know that our peppermints will work with this card, but we're going to give it a red hot go. Because if they're in stock, I want to use them because I've held off using them for so long. Sorry to all my US peeps, but soon, I promise. No. And I'd only placed it down, so we are all safe. Just trying to get it. No. I hate lining up sometimes because you just want to get it perfect. I think this might just be the winner. Yes, I'm committing. So down here we've got quite a few, and I'm thinking by just popping this here we find it kind of follow the curve, and I'm thinking we do need to use dimensionals as well. We'll just add a little bit extra to what we're doing here. Now, very soon, probably in about 10 minutes, I'm going to have Owen bundling in the door, and the good thing is he won't get wet. I was a nice mum and drove him in this morning, which did make me a little late for my appointment, but Traffic was horrendous this morning. I swear it was because everyone drove to work rather than actually, oh my God, I've got red ink on my white shirt. When will I ever learn that don't use red ink when you're wearing a white shirt, or don't wear a white shirt when I'm going to craft? Well, lucky, I know it will come out in the wash and we shall be fine. So we have small, medium and large in these sizes, which I like. I like having a variety of sizes. And I think I'm going to start, do you know what? These small ones might just be the perfect little accent. I think that might be all it needs. Tell me what you think. Oh, here's Miss Louisa back. She left and she came back. You like the red border. Yeah, I think that really does set it off. So we've kept everything very matte. There is no shine. And that's what we've gone with. So keeping it matte, I normally would put on shine, but not with this card. So that is card one done after a few little bits and bobs, but that's okay. Oh my God, I forgot I was wearing jeans and not black pants, and I rubbed something that had red ink on it on my jeans. Oh dear word, my lovelies, today is not my day. I was watching the start of a funeral before funeral I unfortunately couldn't go to yesterday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the end. Someone I've known almost my whole life. Well, yeah, she was my brownie leader, and then I ended up knowing her daughter and that for a big part of my life. So, okay, so I want to keep the reindeer heads in. I am going to get one butt, but it's better than getting two butts and hooves. So, just wondering if I can go up a little bit more here. Yeah, that will work really well. So that's 1, 2.5. So that's 2.5. Okay. So that way I get a butt and a hoof. So you can see just by removing that top bit, I almost have a whole reindeer here, but not quite. So if the width of this one doesn't really matter actually, because I just want the pattern. So I'm kind of working with the shape that these are. So I think this one could do with some matting, possibly both, but you can see here how I want to structure those on the card. Okay, I'm not going to put this away yet. I think I'd like to go with our crumb cake again. I just love how neutral it is and how well it makes that white really pop in the background. Okay, pop these pieces here. And what I do is I score this piece in half, so we get 2 pieces, and then I cut the other way, and that gives me 2 card fronts. One, future Ellen will thank me that there is one there ready, waiting to go. Okay, right, so just fold this and see where we are situated, because I just want to see. Just want to see. So I've pretty much got all the colours I think I'll need on my desk. I don't have any garden green, but I think this one here could definitely do with, I actually don't think it needs a matte at all. I could trim it down a little bit, but I think this one, being the prominent one, could do with maybe some real red. So this piece, that piece is definitely not enough, but just I can use it as a bit of a test piece to see, yes. So that gives this piece that we want to be the feature, it gives it a feature, where this piece in the back is just a nice background piece. So sometimes we mat all the pieces and sometimes only one needs a mat, and I think that's where we're at now. Okay, just let me see if this, I need to do some repair work. This is just a piece. It is a card front size, but it is not scored. Okay, so I will need to measure. Can we please just open? Thank you. We need to do a little bit of measuring here. So this is 6.5, so I want it to be at 7. And then all I have to work on is the height. Okay, so this is, I'm going to have to use my top measurement. So this is going to be just under, it's going to be 12.85. Right there, no, maybe not. Right there, perfect. If you, oh yeah, but then I'd be able to see the lines in it, and I can't do that, Corinne. That would, no, that'd do my head in. That will work perfectly for something else. This piece is definitely not going to waste. It was just a leftover from the card before. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So let's grab our glue, which I lovingly closed for myself. And let's go. Great. Let's see if we can do this a little bit nicer than the last piece. Yes, I can. Okay. So you can see what I mean now, that this piece does not look bad, and I am absolutely ready to glue this piece down. I could edge it, but I don't even think it needs that. Because we've got a bit of a longer, skinnier piece, I'm probably being a little bit more generous with the glue. Okay. Now, okay, I think that's going to do fine. This one here, and choose a sentiment. Because I've got my reindeers here, I'll just move that so we don't get too many. I don't want to use a Christmas together because I think it'll cover up too much. But then, do I really want to cover up any of these? Because, hey, Miss Cheryl, how are you? Cheryl, it's really late for you. Very late. Are you okay? So what I could do is just cover up, because this can go over here actually, and then I can just cover up a hoof and a chest. That works fairly well. So let's get one of my skinny pieces of basic white cardstock, or skinnier pieces. Da-da-da. Oh, someone's at my door. My prediction was right. Okay. No, they're too short. It's going to have to be these really long pieces that are actually too wide. I may have a nice skinny piece that might work. Yes, that piece will work nicely. It gives me a bit of room to fluff around with it as well. Oh, you just got home. Oh, well, that sounds like an exciting adventure. Were you shopping at this time of night? Okay, I know I've got a super huge block, but I want to be able to see exactly where this is going, and maybe leave some edges for some angled edges. I'm not very good at doing, I don't know whether this is straight. We shall see. It is. It worked. First time. I'm going to give myself a high five because no one is in earshot to give me a high five. So I'm really happy with that. That never happens, especially on a video, but I can live with that. Okay, so I think some decorative angled edges would, nice, very nice. So I just literally do that. So do I just want one angled edge and a straight edge, or do I want two angled edges? I think I definitely have to edge this piece as well. I think I need straight, angled, straight. I don't know. So it shall be going there. Like right there. I think a straight and an angled will work, actually. Thank you, guys. Straight. Okay. I need the trimmer. Don't judge me, please. I really cannot cut a straight line to save my life. So we are going to use what I know, what I love, and what works. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, rightio. And I think we're edging in the green ink again. And I shall not add any green to my shirt. I could, Bev, yes. But I think I'm happy the way I went, and you are definitely outnumbered. I must not get any fingerprints this time because I don't think I can repeat this stamping. Well, not right now anyway. Okay, that is done. I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds to dry while I close this ink pad. So has everyone got a wish list together for tomorrow's seasonal sale? Now, in case you missed what the seasonal sale is, it is a sale from the annual catalogue, and it's 20% off bundles and designer series paper and 10% off inks and cardstock. So it's quite a good sale, especially our bundles normally don't go on sale because they're already discounted at 10% off, but we're getting an additional 10% to make it 20%, which is quite exciting. And that should do. I'll see what I want to do for that one once I've got these down. This apparently sticking to my finger is more important than sticking to the cardstock. But anyway, so I'd love to know what you're looking at getting. I know I've got to contact a customer this afternoon, and they are getting the in colours. So, oh, not this afternoon, today's Tuesday. We are talking on Thursday. I'm getting way ahead of myself. So we'll be chatting on Thursday after my YouTube live video, and we will be talking in colours. So they definitely want some inks, which is fun to expand their collection, because we were talking about an old ink colour the other day, and he was wondering how to get that ink colour with current inks he had. So, and they were able to do that to match some designer series paper. I think we were talking Purple Posy, which isn't a colour anymore. Right, that's better. Now, I think, yes, that looks great with the green around it. And I think I'll go double dimensionals here and then single dimensionals here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, because this is already on dimensional, so I want it even higher, so I have to double up. So I'll show you what I mean. Now let me come back to your comments. Oh, you banned yourself. Hang on, what did we... You banned yourself. Budgeting my budget. Rightio. Hey, is Candy here? Hello, Miss Candy. I didn't see her pop in. Oh dear, you're banned from the SU website. Then why are you here watching me, Cheryl? Because I can enable you as easily as you looking on the website. Although I know you own all of the colours, but I'm sure there is a bundle that needs to be in your craft basement. Okay, so I've got one here. I've taken off the backing, and I'm not going to stick it to my hand, but I am going to stick another one on top. And then just on this side, I'm going to have a single one. So that's how that is going to work. Okay. Great. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. take these backings off, and that can go on. Now, are we going to be able to make the peppermints work for this card as well? We got them to work for the first card, but I'm curious to know if we can make them work for this card as well. Okay, turn this on its side. I have made, by the time I finish, we have made 2 cards in an hour. So I'm pretty sure that's straight. So we're not cutting off any heads, which is a good thing. We've got all that height that is now even, because we've got 2 here and 1 here. So that's nice. Going to have a play with these. You are a bit of a rebel, Cheryl. My words will work. So I haven't really left a lot of room to nestle anything there, but I do wonder if I popped like 1 here and then another one. Is that enough? Ah, the little berry gems. Yes, they are called, Cheryl. Let me see if I can find them. Yes, they would look good, but these have just come back into stock in Australia, Cheryl, and they are actually part of the whole suite, which is why I'm quite a bit keen to use them. So they are called cherry cobbler and pearl berries. But yes, they would look good as well. So they are these. Very, very astute of you to remember. So I have literally used my scraps to make these cards, and you wouldn't know. So I've made 2 cards. Let's just move some of this stuff out of the way. So we have used the Reindeer Fun Designer Series paper here. I have just used sentiments from the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper, and I've used the Reindeer Fun stamp sets for the sentiments. So I just used a 2-inch circle punch here, and I just used my eyes and my trimmer for this one. So this is the one with 2 there, and we've used 2 teeny ones on this one. So just grabbing my scraps, didn't cut into a full piece, and I'm so glad I actually used this design. That makes me really, really happy, because it is gorgeous and it doesn't need much done to it to make it pop and look beautiful. So if you need any help tomorrow through, Wednesday through to Friday with the seasonal sale, please just sing out, and that's what I'm here for, to help. I will be grabbing some of the Designer Series paper on sale, and we will play with that on Thursday. If you have any suggestions about which Designer Series paper you would like me to play with from the annual catalogue, shoot me a message or leave me a comment here on this video, and I will happily incorporate it for you. Now, please remember, in Australia, the peppermints are back in stock, which means the Reindeer Days suite is available. So you get the stamp set, the dies. I don't know if I even know where my dies are, but anyway, are they here? Yes, they are. So you get the Reindeer Fun stamp set, the Reindeer Fun dies, which you've got standalone pieces here that are stunning. So you've got 3 pieces to make the reindeer head. you've got holly, you've got a window, you've got all the pieces that match the stamps, the presents. So much fun in here. You get the embellishments and you get the pack of the Reindeer Days paper. So you can make so many different styled cards with this. So please know, in Australia it is available. As soon as these are available in the US and Canada, you will be able to purchase that suite again. I do hope it isn't long for you, but thank you so much for hanging with me today. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on Thursday with some more designer series paper fun, but from the annual catalogue. So have a great couple of days, and I'll see you then. Bye.